take 6,254. This is the part 2 of the 2017 holdbacks.
Stick around and take a look.
Alright guys, so part 2 of the 2017 holdbacks for us. We did 10 animals last time. I have like 13 to 14 that we could do this time, but I got a few that are in shed, so we're not going to show those. I don't think that I'm going to do a separate video for those guys, or maybe I will, or I'll just incorporate them when we start looking at, you know, the rest of the collection, that kind of thing.
Or even if we just add a photo to add in the comments or something.
Probably not. That's
anything
too complicated. So, yeah, let's take a look at some animals.
Let's do it.
All right, so the first one we're going to take a look at, this is a cinnamon albino female. So this is an animal that came from an inchy albino to a cinnamon candino pairing. It was the first clutch that we had last year. Being a female.
She was a keeper.
Yeah, and just, you know, some really cool markings. I mean, you can see some light pigmented blushing in a few different spots on the dorsal, and then some on the flank. There's a couple animals that are related that are from this clutch that we kept. Was really happy with this clutch, so we ended up keeping a good portion of them. See some of that contrast. Yeah, it looks yellow in the video there, but I assure you this is like a crazy, like a weird orange color. It gets a little lighter up top, but
yeah, we actually have a sibling to this one that'll also be in the video. It's a inchy cinnamon albino. We'll probably end up.
We'll get there.
Yep. So you'll be able to kind of see the difference between the two.
I won't pull her back out though. So.
No.
There you go. There you go. All right, so this girl, this is a inchy yellow belly pastel. Again, another female that we're deciding to hold on to. Like, the color on her flanks is just like ludicrous. You can see all the flames there. You know, the strand, you know, the checker belly pattern. There's a better look at some more of those flames.
And she's got this nice golden yellow orange kind of color to her. It's just pops.
And she just glows. She's just crazy. Okay, so this girl, this was from a jigsaw to jigsaw pairing. This girl is a pinstripe. Now, everything that I've researched and read is if there's a super pinstripe, because it's a dominant trait, there is no visual indicator that you could look at it and go, oh, well, that's a super pin. So with that being said, this girl is also one that kind of leads us to believe that there may be something going on with this male that's producing these, because in the last video you saw a jigsaw where this male was paired to a black pastel, and that jigsaw was different colored, very clean, almost straight lines on the dorsal with a few breaks, no holes, just really clean. So this pinstripe has an amazing color. Number one, very bronze. You can see that color coming up the side. She's just an insane color. Now, when you look at a pinstripe, you're probably going, well, Jim, what are you talking about? Well, when you look at a normal pinstripe, and you can look these up online, a little bit of shed right there. There we go. When you look these up online, a lot of these lines connect in several places. Like, You know, it's broken here, and if I turn her around, again,
Just
this size
nothing
too.
attaches.
Yeah, there's nothing, and it's a complete stripe. I mean, there's little breaks, but just super clean. You know, what I would consider, you know, something of very, very different color, much brighter, bronzer. I don't know.
Just an overall more clean animal.
Yeah, for sure. So, you know, I think, you know, this could just be, again, like I said before, this could just be a really, really nice pinstripe. That is possible. Time will tell, for sure. But I think we're kind of onto something, only because I just have too many animals that are coming out of, you know, from this male that are just really, really different. And also in this video, we're going to show you what I think would be a base morph. So normal, and I've had people look at these and say, oh no, that's just a nice pin. Oh no, that's just a really nice normal. And I would agree with them, and they're probably right. But, you know, I now have 3 animals that have been produced from a male that didn't show anything. You know, so visually when I look at the dad, he doesn't have anything there. So I don't know. I'm probably just babbling here at this point. So we're gonna pull this other animal that we think might have something and let you guys take a look at that too. So this is that girl. And again, the reason, I mean, normal for all intents and purposes. But again, I think there's something different going on here. You know, she again, like the Jigsaw, has no alien eyes anywhere. This is, I guess, kind of a remnant of one, but when you look down the sides, like, again, really, really clean. There's some melting going on down here. And there's no hets involved that I'm aware of. Sometimes, you know, if an animal is het for something, you know, it'll change its appearance or whatnot. But again, you know, there's 2 eyes on this whole animal. There's 1, there's 2. Everything else is just
solid.
Really, really clean lines, bold, really dark. Some nice color too coming in here and there. That you can see. So, you know, again, my speculation is if something's going on, that, you know, that would potentially be the base morph, or it's just a really nice normal that has no alien eyes at all. Lots of melting in the tail on either side. Again, that's a great shot of like all that melting, where that pattern just kind of melts a little bit. You know, so I guess it tracks there. I don't know. The animals that we picked up were not told to us to have hets for anything. So
yeah, just a straight out Jigsaw and a straight out black pastel.
Well,
for this one,
yeah, because this again goes back to the Jigsaw that you saw in the last video. Mom to this was a black pastel. Dad was the Jigsaw that we have that's in question. That's, you know, throwing some pretty neat stuff. So maybe he just shows really cool babies. I don't know, but I think we might have something. We'll see.
Yep, like you said, time will tell.
Time will tell. All right. This girl I'm really excited about. I just, you know, the stuff that's starting to go on with her makes me a little bit excited because I'm not sure what's happening here. But the pairing for this was a pastel cinnamon het ghost to an inchy yellow belly het ghost. The female, the inchy yellow belly, came from Rick Schlosser, and the male came from Josh Beatty. I picked these up in Tinley a few years ago, and we had bred them, and this is what came out. So this young girl is a cinnamon inchy yellow belly ghost, and she literally just shed today. She was like all ghosted out last night. I was like, man, I really want to show this snake, but I'm not going to do it if she's in shed. So I was really kind of bummed because I really wanted her in this video. And I come up this morning and open the rack, and she had
Lo and
pretty
behold.
much, yeah, pretty much shed, which was really exciting. But then looking at her after she shed, I was like, dude, what is that? She shed into like a white dot. Let's see if that'll focus there. Oh, you see that? So she's got like, I don't know, 6, 7 scales there that are all white. So I have no idea what's going on with that. But anyway, she's just got this orange color all over the place. Everywhere you can see those remnants of the yellow belly down there. And then when you look at the tail here, she's just, you know, just like,
And it just starts to kind of like fade and melt.
I just love this girl. This girl is crazy.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
It'll be interesting to see what she looks like when she gets full grown. But yeah, this girl, again, this is an Enchi Cinnamon Yellow Belly Ghost. Alright, so this is a boy. This is an Enchi Cinnamon Ghost. This is a direct sibling to the female, the quad female that we had, the Enchi Cinnamon Yellow Belly Ghost girl. So you can definitely see, if you go back and you look at her, and look at him, there is a distinct difference between the two, and that difference is the yellow belly that's making such an impact. But still, this is a great looking animal. Has some really cool pattern across the back, which is, you know, partially from the Enchi. And I don't know if this is gonna pick it up right here, but no. But you can see, you can kind of see that there's like some of these pinks that are starting to come through on this guy in different spots, slightly there. And then just that one on the other side that was really more stands out, which is this one right here. See that? There's this kind of cool pink color. But yeah, the ghost is really starting to come in nice with these guys now. It's taken a while, again, not have produced any ghost before. I mean, I kind of knew what to look for, but from this, I mean, it was a het-to-het pairing. Again, this is the Enchi Yellow Belly Het Ghost to the Pewter Het Ghost, and I have 4, possibly 5 ghost animals out of this clutch from a het-to-het, which is crazy. And my clown clutch, as everybody knows, was a visual clown to a het clown, and I got none. So, you know, where I had a huge deficit on one clutch, this clutch was just off the charts. And these guys are starting to look really good. So these are the 2 siblings, and you can see the amount of blushing. You know, you can see all this ghost color here, but then the amount of blushing here is just blown to high heaven, and that's all from the yellow belly that's doing that. So,
Both great looking animals.
there you go. All right. So with that jigsaw to jigsaw pairing that we had, that
Crazy
WTF animal, we also produced a couple Super Mojaves. I did sell, they were both girls. I sold one, I kept one. This girl has, you can just barely see it with the naked eye. She has some striping. I'm hoping that that it's pinstripe. The other animal did not have anything. So, I mean, you can't, I mean, I can see it. See if you can see that. It's just this faint dorsal stripe there, and it shows up like a beacon on the radar when I put her under a black light. So I'm pretty sure that this would be a Super Mojave pin, possible super pin. So Super Mojave super pin. And the difference, some of the difference with this girl too, compared to the other one is this one's head is a lot lighter in color, and I know that Super Mojaves usually have like a really like gray, dirty gray head. Her head is much lighter in color compared to her sister, which I can't show you because I have sold. But maybe we can take a look at some of those crazy cool eyes.
Yeah, definitely take a look at those eyes. They're insane.
Yeah, she almost looking like she's bug-eyed at it. Yeah, that's just ridiculous right there. Yeah, look at that. We're gonna get a little closer. Yeah, there you go. Nice job, camera.
God, I love those blue-eye leucistics. Those eyes just pop.
Yeah, for sure. All right. This animal, I'm kind of going to let Matt go through the details of this animal.
All right, so what we got here is a soul sucker yellow belly. We at first we thought it was just a straight up soul sucker, and then we ended up talking with a few people, and they're like, no, it's definitely got yellow belly in it. So this was produced from a hidden gene Woma granite yellow belly to a pastel lesser, and like just looking at the sides, you just see that all the pattern just kind of fades.
Well, even beyond that, like if you see, you can see these remnants of these markings down here. This would, you know, without all the other genes, this would be checkering normally. So that's your yellow belly piece that you can see visually, and then with the soul sucker yellow belly, it adds more color to the animal, where the regular soul sucker would have slightly less color. So you're looking for nuances, minor color changes, things like that. So when this one first came out of the egg, as most snakes when they first come out of the egg, it's tough because it takes them a couple weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, to really start to color up, so you can see some of those nuances. So if it's not just a pattern thing you're looking at, you need some time so you can really start to see what's. And there's the first bite on film for us.
Yeah, she's a little.
It was good though, no blood. She just headbutted me.
Just a little feisty. All right. So on that note,
we're gonna take a look at some more animals.
All right, guys. So the next animal we have up is a black pewter.
I don't know what else you're gonna say. It's a black pewter.
It's a black pewter. For some reason, I'm sitting there thinking, oh, there's something else in there. But no, this is just a black pewter. This was from a pastel leopard bred to a black pastel.
And the pastel leopard was 100% Hetford pied.
Right.
So there is a chance that she could be Hetford pied, although we haven't really noticed. There's only one spot. It might be a ringer trying to break through. That one might, but nothing really over blaring. Right. That screams.
Het pied.
That there's pied in there. So I don't think she has it. She is going into shed, so she looks
kind of dusky a little bit. So, but she's definitely not as feisty as the last snake.
Yeah, no, she tolerates apparently being on film a little bit better than maybe she didn't do her lipstick or something.
Right.
So,
all right, on to the next animal.
Let's take a look at some more. All right, so this is a cinnamon candino. This is a boy. This animal, like the cinnamon albino that you saw earlier. These are siblings. This guy came from an Enchi albino bred to a cinnamon candino male. So the Enchi albino came from Mike Wilbanks, and the cinnamon candino came from Bill Stiegel. I don't know if you've seen any of Bill's stuff. If you get a chance to, look him up on Facebook. He's got some crazy candino stuff for sure. So this guy looks a lot better than Pops does. I'm going to take a look at, show you some of the blushing, some odd aberrant blushing here, where this yellow, back that out so that focuses a little better. You can see that blush there.
And just the amount of purple on this guy.
There's another one here.
Is insane compared to Dad when his dad was this size.
There's another one. So yeah, so the purple is way more intense. The orange is way more intense. And the head pattern on this guy is mostly purple. I don't know if you can see if he'll tolerate that. You can see there's a pinch there. But then there's the head pattern is mostly purple with only a slight bit of yellow. Now Dad is all yellow. So again, I really don't see Enchi in this other than that head pinch. I mean, the pattern doesn't even look like a cinnamon Enchi. That's halfway similar to the other girl that we showed you that had the cinnamon Enchi. She also had yellow belly and ghost. I just don't see it with this guy. But amazing contrast. He was available for sale. He ended up not selling, and I think he's just going to end up staying here and eventually replace Dad just because his colors are so much better. So we'll see how he does in time, and then maybe either offer him back up for sale or Dad, whichever one ends up proving out that we like better. There you go. All right, so this guy, stay in there. This guy is an Enchi cinnamon albino. This is the brother to the Candino you just saw, and his sister was also earlier in this video. You can see the nice head pinch here from the Enchi. I can see there's changes here with the cinnamon piece that the Candino just doesn't have, pattern-wise, that kind of thing. And this guy, it's probably not going to show very well on camera, but I think it's the Enchi and the cinnamon, the way it combines. Like the front third of his body is almost like the lavender color on the lavender albinos, and then the white is just crisp paper white, where his sister, the white is actually a different color. So it just allows for a better contrast. You know, the amount of contrast, these golden orange markings are just, I mean, I can't, it's hard to get it on film, but he just is crazy. He looks really good. So I was really praying for the Candino, but he didn't turn. But he looked just like his brother for the longest time, and then the Candino shed, and it was like, oh,
major difference.
That's the Candino. And I was praying that, you know, that this guy would change, and then after 2, 3, 4 sheds later, he still hadn't changed. So he is an albino, or at least that's what I'm assuming. The cinnamon Enchi Candinos have not been produced yet, so I don't know if the combination of those two, you know, maybe knock out the purple. Who knows? From the candy. I don't know. So, you know, right now we're holding on to him as an albino. He'll be a breeder eventually. You know, I can get a Candino girl or something and put him back. And he just wants to hold on, stay there. You know, really cool blush right there too. So there you have it. Not really a quick look. You know, the last video ended up being 20-something minutes long. This one's probably gonna be in the neighborhood of that as well, and I won't really know until I put all this together. You guys have the advantage of seeing it finished, so we're shooting all this now. So another, you know, some decent animals in there. We're really excited about getting some size on some of them and getting them into the breeding program. Again, most of them being girls. It's probably going to be a while. So time and food, you know, time and food. So again, thanks so much for checking in with our channel and checking out these videos.
And we appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, the support's been great. We're kind of chinking along now. We say this every video. We're gonna have to just bite the bullet and put together the video for the 250 sub giveaway,
Right.
which we will do. So that'll be an announcement. You guys will see that coming soon. So again, thank you very much. Like, comment,
Subscribe, bell, hit all that stuff. Let us know what you think, and we appreciate you guys watching.
All right, take care.
Here, I'll say stick around too.
Take 3, 2017 Holdbacks, Part 2. Stick around.
Come take a look.
Stick around.
All right, come take a look.
You come. I'll stick around. Take 2 of the 2018. No, it is 2018, but these are 2017. Take 1 of
Music.
the 2018 Holdbacks Part 2, Kill the Music.